All right, y'all, let's have a little talk. So, I'm not really sure where to start. I don't even know if I've actually ever introduced myself on this channel before, so let's start there. Um, I'm Mo. This is Mo Love Sound. Let's start at the beginning. So, when I first started Mo Love Sound, I really just kind of started it as a project. I really had no goals for it. I didn't really know where it could take me, if it could take me anywhere. I didn't really have any goals as far as like, how many subscribers I wanted. I just started it because it sounded like it was something that was fun to do, and I really just wanted to try it to see if that was true. And I found out that it was. It was very fun to do. I really wasn't even that good at guitar, but I really thought it was just something that was really cool. It was something that kept me busy, kept me occupied, and really kept the love that I have for music going. At a time where I was kind of, maybe questioning whether or not I was going to continue to try to play guitar, because it was a long journey learning how to even be that good, or that bad for that matter. No, but yeah. So when I started the channel, I had no goals for it. I just did it because I thought it was fun, and along the way, things, kind of took off. I say took off, but they took off for me. Being that I really had no goals for the channel, anything, any likes, any shares, any subscribers, anything I found, to be dope, because, I really had started it was like, I was like, nobody's gonna watch this. Nobody's gonna really pay this any attention, but I'm gonna do it anyway just because, it's fun, and why not? So when I started to get some, subscribers or some likes or whatever, I just thought that it was, the coolest thing in the world. And so that made it even more fun, because I found people that, liked what I liked, or liked what I did, or related to me in some kind of way. We all shared this love for, music or covers, or just, our favorite songs in a different form. And so I found that to be, amazing. And I just really found it to be something that was fun and something that was cool. And so, that was really the genesis of Mo Love Sound. So I started it there, and I would say I really wasn't that good at guitar. I probably would tell you that now too, but at the time I really wasn't that good. Everything that I learned about guitar, I learned from YouTube. I really was just like a lot of y'all. I came to YouTube to, find, how to play whatever song, you name it. I was typing it in, learning how to play it, and then I, put my own spin on it and made a video, and I would post that. And so I was really still like in my early stages of learning. I'm not by any means a professional guitarist. I don't have any professional training. I was just a kid that couldn't afford guitar lessons. So I got on YouTube and found what was free, and just spent time in my room practicing until I can figure out, how to put it all together to make something. And that really was the formula that worked for me for quite a long time. And so one particular day I posted one particular cover. You probably can look at my channel and see which one is the most viewed. And I posted that cover, and when I posted it, it was pretty much like any other cover. I spent some time practicing, made a video, and posted to YouTube. And one day, there were just a lot of likes or a lot of comments, and after a while the video just kind of blew up. And before I knew it, it had 1,000 views, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. The numbers just really kept rolling in, and I just sat and watched it all happen, really in awe. And I was just like, man, like, this is crazy. People actually like this. And I didn't even know really what to do. I think that was the start of where we are now, because as that video grew, so did my channel. My channel began to grow. I began to gain subscribers. I began to, it was kind of some steam, but at the same time, I really was just this kid who still had no professional training with guitar, and I really didn't know, honestly, what I was doing. I just was trying stuff. I just was trying it to see how it worked and to see what people liked, and if they liked it, they liked it. And I just found that to be, something that was dope. The problem with that was, once it started to gain steam, and once, Mo Love Sound really started to kind of take off for me, or at least take off in my world, I don't know if I was really prepared for it. Actually, I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't know how to respond. So I started trying to play songs that I thought people would want to hear versus songs that I just like to play, and songs that I like to listen to. there were a lot of things I did just because I felt like, oh, I have to take advantage of, how good this is going for me. But I really, was kind of lost because I didn't really know what to do. I dealt with, things that a lot of artists deal with. You feel like an imposter, or you feel like you don't necessarily deserve to, be in the spot that you're in. And for me, I felt that way because, again, I had no expectations for the channel. I didn't know where it was going to go. So the fact that, I had 1,000 subscribers and 2,000 subscribers and then 3,000 subscribers, that was amazing to me. I never really expected it to ever, blow up. And so from the time that it started to, it was kind of, a wild ride for me. I just didn't know what to do. But eventually, after I got to this point where I felt like, I started to spread myself kind of thin, or the channel really wasn't about what it was supposed to be about for me anymore, that's when I began to kind of lose interest, but more so, I began to kind of run away from the channel itself. I was like, I don't know if I can continue to do this. I've tried to, we get into that funk as an artist where you kind of hit a wall and you stall, and I had hit that wall and I really didn't know how to push past it. And instead of trying to, figure out how to push past it, I decided to kind of pull away from it a little bit. And I told myself that when it was time, I would, get back to it the way that I normally would. Well, here we are in 2022, or at the end of 2022, and that time hadn't quite come yet. So yeah, the channel started to blow up for me, and eventually it became a bit overwhelming, and I felt like I was, maybe a bit out of place, or maybe like I didn't belong. But once I got those feelings, it started to kind of die down, and I felt like, maybe it was time to call it quits. Let's talk about tabs. So I see comments. I mean, I can't count the amount of comments I've gotten over the years that ask, hey, do you have tabs for this? Do you have tabs for this? I'll answer all of those collectively. No, I don't have tabs for them. And that's for a number of reasons. For one, I've never made a tab a day in my life. I don't really know how to, and I've never really been interested in doing it. Just like a lot of you guys who asking for the tabs, I learned everything I knew with YouTube, and that was the extent of it. I learned what I felt like I wanted to learn, or I needed to learn for the moment, and that was it. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a bad thing, but probably not the greatest thing either. But yeah, tabs, I don't have any, and it was mainly because, I didn't know how to write them. I looked up videos of people like Marty Schwartz and, all of those guys to figure out, how to even play the instrument. It was my only option. And so, the things that I didn't understand or I couldn't really get explained to me, I just said, forget it. And I just, learned how to play whatever it is I learned how to play. So between YouTube and my ear, that's pretty much how I learned to play all the songs you see covers of on the channel. And so, that doesn't come with tabs, and I never really did. And so whenever people would ask, if you had tabs, I just chose not to respond because I was kind of ashamed of it. I was afraid that I'd be judged for the fact that, I wasn't a professional guitarist, or I wasn't this guitarist that, people may have thought that I was. But it was always just a hobby for me. So it was sort of easy to kind of push it to the side, even though it actually hurt because I really loved doing it. But again, once the pressure started to build for me, and once the imposter syndrome set in, and once I felt like I really, wasn't doing what I should have been doing with the channel, whatever that was, again, it started just kind of die. And at one point, I was really considering just killing the channel altogether, just taking all of it down and forgetting this part of my life. But I decided, that's not the route that I want to take. Going forward, MoeLovesSound is going to look a little different. I'm not going to kill the channel. I actually really miss doing it. I really miss making the videos. I really miss making the covers. But also, more than that, all of you guys have been incredibly kind to me. I still get comments and likes and subscribers and shares to this day. And some of the comments that you guys leave, to be honest, are some of the nicest things that anybody has ever said to me. You guys really support me. You have supported me this entire time, and you continue to support me. So I really, first off, want to say thank you. I want to say thank you because never did I ever think it would ever get as big as it's gotten. And for some people, you know, it may not even seem like it's that big, but as of right now, the channel is like a little over 7,100 subscribers. I never thought that it would ever hit that number. So for me, it means the world to me. And I really just want to say thank y'all, because, you know, it's really part of a lot of that. Most of that is, you know, what's kept me going, or what's kept me, you know, wanting to do it, because you guys even now continue to support me. All the comments, I see every last one of them, or at least most of them. I look at them. I try to like them and respond to them, but I see them. Trust me, I do. So I really just want to thank you guys for always supporting me and always pushing me and always, you know, supporting the channel the way that you have, because the support you guys gave me really, you know, changed a lot for me. The growth of the channel, you know, landed me some gigs, you know, some good, some not so good, but it really opened a lot of doors for me, and it showed me, you know, where I could take things, you know, if I continue to commit and to apply myself to this channel. And that's what I want to do going forward. I'm gonna make more videos, you know, teaching you guys how I learned how to play some of the songs. I get a lot of questions about gear, so, you know, I'll tell you about all the gear that I have, that I've bought over the years. As you can see, this isn't the guitar that I started with. So I'll go over the gear that I have, the gear that I picked up, that I use, the software, all of that, all the things you guys ask of me. My aim is to try to, you know, answer most of those questions, if not all of them. But I started this channel with very little money, very little experience, and very little skill, but that's taken me pretty far, honestly, and it's really helped me in a lot of places. And I know that a lot of you guys can relate to that. And I know that's where a lot of the value that this channel has for me, that I can give to you guys, is that I can relate to you. I can relate to, you know, getting started and starting new, or, you know, not necessarily knowing how to start. I get all of it. So going forward, that's what I want to be for you guys. Not only do I want to be entertainment, but I want to be able to provide you, you know, to let you know you're not alone in this, just because I know that I'm not alone in this. So again, I just want to say thank y'all for all the comments, all the kindness. You guys really, really encourage me to keep going, and for that, I'm gonna keep going. So I really hope that you take note of the changes. I hope you continue to like the videos. I hope you continue to share. I hope you continue to subscribe, and help this channel grow. And I'll continue to push myself to not only provide y'all with, you know, good content and good music and good vibes and good entertainment, but also, you know, help you learn and help teach and help guide and, you know, help do all the things that, you know, YouTube and the people who are on YouTube have done for me, you know. And moving forward, I hope you guys continue to stick with me. Thank you so much for always supporting me, for helping me get this far, and for continuing to support me now that we're here. But until then, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.